Welcome to Bowling Showcase, the only show to bring you everything bowling from the bowling capital of the world, Metro Detroit. I'm your host, Mark Martin, and I'm happy that you've joined us for this week's episode. Now today, we're going to bring you the exciting championship match of this season's MD-USBC Senior Masters. That's right, the entire final match from this prestigious event. I hope you stay all the way through the final frames. And at the end of the program, we'll have a special remembrance for one of Metro Detroit's bowling icons. Now hopefully you've been getting out and hitting the lanes on a regular basis, either by joining a league or just getting together with friends and family and enjoying a bit of fun. Remember, we are the bowling capital of the world, and your local bowling center would love to welcome you inside on these cold, freezing days. So get out there and help support the sport we love. And for those of you with a bit more of a competitive streak, why not join in on some of our upcoming tournaments and bowl against the best? The tournament season is winding down, but you've still got plenty of opportunities to get involved. The annual Women's and Open Championship Tournament, commonly known as the City Tournament, is in progress right now and continues through March 12th. This low-cost handicap and scratch tournament is popular and open to all MD-USBC members. Not only is it fun, it's competitive, and you could win money and a title. What more can you ask for? Don't miss out on this favorite tournament. The MD-USBC Adult Youth Baker Doubles Tournament will take place at Woodhaven Bowlorama in Woodhaven on March 5th and 12th with 2 squads per day. The entry fee is only $30 with scholarship points awarded to the top teams. Here's a chance to enjoy your favorite sport with a youth bowler. Get a group of bowlers 55 years of age and older together for the always fun-filled MD-USBC Senior Team Tournament. This year's event is at Sterling Lanes in Sterling Heights beginning on March 11th. Only $25 per person gets you 3 games of handicap competition with a first prize of $1,000 on the line. Get your senior friends together for a good time, and maybe you could bring home the championship. The MD-USBC Women's and Men's Series may be winding down, but there's still much competition to be had. The next event is March 12th at Sterling Lanes in Sterling Heights. Come join in the fun and competition of this long-running series. Vision Lanes in Westland will host the MD-USBC Junior Masters Championship on March 25th. This is a junior gold qualifier with 2 male spots and 1 female spot up for grabs. There's also scholarship points available to the top finishers. Here's your chance, youth bowlers, to up your game against the best youth bowlers MD-USBC has to offer. Here's the last MD-USBC Women's and Men's Series event of the season, and you won't want to miss this one. Points are tripled in this event at Century Bowl in Waterford on April 16th. Come join in the fun and competition of this long-running series. Call the MD-USBC office at 248-443-2695, extension 105, to enter, or visit us at mdusbc.com. Time for a little break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with our coverage of the 2023 Senior Masters final match coming up next on Bowling Showcase.
If you've been involved in an auto accident, it can change your life. So can the attorneys at 1-800-LAWYERS. They have won thousands of cases and millions of dollars. When you need help, call 1-800-LAWYERS, the law office of Zamler, Schiffman, and Karfus.
The Michigan State USBC provides tournament competition and recognition for men, women, and youth bowlers in Michigan. Tournaments include Open, Women's, and Youth Championships. Also Youth Masters, Queens, Masters, and Senior Masters. Recognition includes first-time 300 games and 800 series for all members and 600 and 700 club memberships for women. Visit MichiganStateUSBC.com for entry blanks and more information on the Michigan State USBC.
The Hug Pickup,
The home run swing, the drum major high step, the genuine joy, the unforgettable party, the food, the friends, the original social network. No matter who you are, it's always a great time. Grab your family, find a friend, and go bowling.
Metro Detroit USBC, your source for everything bowling in the bowling capital of the world. We are the largest affiliate of the United States Bowling Congress with over 30,000 members of all ages. We support USBC certified league competition and organize USBC certified tournament competition. We provide 18 tournaments for all members of our association, including men, women, youth, seniors, scratch, and handicap competition. The top reasons for belonging to the Metro Detroit USBC are having your average recognized, bonding of league funds, rules of the game, assistance in resolving league issues, equipment standards of the game, charities, and awards. Visit us at mdusbc.com.
1-800-Lawyers has been winning cases for over 50 years in Southfield, Detroit, Warren, Taylor, Macomb, and all over Michigan. When it matters and you need help, call 1-800-Lawyers.
Welcome back. It's time to grab your favorite beverage and snack, sit back and settle in for our main event, the championship match of the 2023 MD USBC Senior Masters between Pete Kazmierczak and Troy Stuss, now on Bowling Showcase.
Game 2 about to start right now. Peter will be up first on the left lane. And Peter's got some work to do here. He's got a lot to make up. Well, that's a good start for Peter. He throws a strike in the first frame. Troy will be up on the right lane. And because they've switched, Peter threw the one ball. Now Troy will throw two in a row. Ringing 10 pin for Troy. Got that pesky 10 pin, but again makes it look easy. Second shot, second game, and he carries. He's done a lot of that today. Peter needs strikes. He's got one in the first. And in the second frame, there's that 10 pin. Whoa, a good thing he didn't wipe that ball off. I think he needed everything on that ball to knock that 10-pin over. But he does spare, which gives him tie score for this game, but it still puts him 45 pins down overall. Comes back strong. Peter strikes in the third frame. Which gives him 40 in the second. Troy, stepping up in the third frame, is working on a strike. So if he doubles, he can actually increase his lead. It's coming back in. Love those 10 pins. Again, he makes it look easy. So both bowlers in the second game have 40 in the second. Difference being Peter's working on a strike in the third, Troy's working on a spare. Wherever that strike is only as good as his next ball. If he doesn't strike, the lead might still be 45. Troy throws his first ball, and Troy carries the strike. And gives Troy 60 in the third. Oh. Right now he's shooting a potential Dutch 200. Troy did shoot a 300 earlier today in his very first match. He had a 300 yesterday in qualifying. He shot a 290. As I said before, very, very consistent. Peter throws his ball on the fourth, and he carries. So he does cut into Troy's lead. At the present time, he's cut into the lead by about 10 pins, if he strikes. Peter's up in the fifth frame, and he's hoping, and he does carry. Oh, this could make it interesting. That gives Peter 70 in the third with a double up. So Peter has cut into Troy's lead by 10 pins. And Troy answers with the double. Up in the sixth frame. As I said before, love them 10 pins. He's just making 10-pin conversion look like a walk in the park. That gives Troy a 109 score in the fifth. However, if Peter can strike here, he'll cut into that lead a little bit more. Could make this match and this game very exciting. Now Peter's up in the sixth frame with a double up. Could that be a little too far outside? No, it comes up high, and there stands the Greek church. Not what he was looking for. And he just kind of, in desperation, just throws the ball down there. That changes the complexion of this match completely. That gives Peter a 117 in the sixth. Let that open. Oh, now he goes to the 7-pin. So actually this opens up the lead for Troy. Because Troy's looking at a potential 129 in the sixth versus 117 for Peter. That would give him 12 pins in addition to the 45 he had coming in. So that would give him a 57-pin lead. Peter does spare, keeping hope alive. But hope is starting to dwindle. Troy throws his ball in the seventh. Yeah. He's been a machine making those 10 pins, but I'm sure he'd rather have the strikes. And he continues to make those 10 pins. Getting a lot of practice. So Troy in the seventh, stepping up in the seventh, has 128 in the sixth with the spare in the seventh. Peter's got 117 in the sixth with the spare in the seventh. So Troy's actually picked up 11 pins here. So he's up by 56 pins in the match. And like I said, time is running out for Peter. Troy's throwing his ball in the eighth frame, and he strikes, giving him 148 in the seventh. Peter doesn't have much choice here. I think he almost got to strike out and hope that Troy does something wrong. Peter looked like a good ball going in, left a 10 pin. Wow. That increases Troy's lead. Peter's going for the 1 pin spare. He makes it, but he really doesn't have much choice. If Peter were to strike out, he'd have 216 tops in this game. Troy strikes out and goes 238. Peter does strike in the ninth, but this might be a little too late. Boy. Troy's got a heck of a 9-pin no-tap game going. It's either struck or got 9. The 9s have been 10 pins. Just won't miss. I think that's his 5th 10-pin. He's converted all of them in this game. And even though I'll probably get yelled at, but pretty sure Troy has won the match, being that he had a big lead going into this final game. And he strikes on his first ball in the 10th that basically shuts Peter out. So even though it's not over yet, but I'm calling it, Troy Stuss is our MDUSBC 2023 Senior Masters champion. Troy will probably end up, of course, what's he have? Another 10-pin. But he'll probably end up, if he converts this, with the 208. And he did. Perfect on those 10 pins. So Troy winds up with a 439 total. And for Peter, this is kind of a formality. Just going to finish out here. He'll take second, sure. Now everything carries. But as I said, the best he can do is 211. If he strikes out. Troy had a 45-pin lead going into this final game. Peter throws another ball. Oh, fitting. He also has a 9 count, leaves a 10 pin. So Peter ends up with a 205. So Troy is our champion. The two contestants shake hands. Congratulations again to Troy Stuss and to Peter Kaczmarczyk, who ended up second.
No, nothing unusual about that match. Pete's a great competitor. I want to congratulate him on a great tournament. I mean, he's obviously one of the best in the city, and it's always great to be able to do this against that type of competition, and to have to bowl him twice is not easy. But he's a great bowler, and well, to a point. But I mean, he changed balls there and lined up at the end of the first game, and so I had to. I mean, Pete's very capable of stringing them. So yeah, he kept me on my toes, and he got a couple of bad breaks, made a couple of bad shots there, and then I was close to making a ball change too, actually, in the second game. But once he had a couple of he had an open there, so I just. Even though the right lane didn't want to carry for me with that, I just stayed there and just tried to make spares, and that's about it. So.
Congratulations to Troy Stuss on his victory, and congratulations to Jerry Kopech on his victory in the same day's Super Senior competition. That's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed the show and hope you continue to tune in every Saturday at 10 a.m. on WADL Detroit. If you happen to miss an episode, you can catch it on our Bowling Showcase channel on YouTube.com. Connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, or email us at bowlingshowcase@gmail.com. We're interested in your feedback. Now, to close the show, I'd like to say a few words about a very special MDUSBC icon. Detroit bowling legend Tom McKay was born in 1930 and recently passed away at the age of 92. After serving in the Navy, he began working at the Detroit Bowling Association in 1955 as office manager. He became executive secretary-treasurer in 1965 and retired in 1995. He served on the American Bowling Congress Board of Directors for 32 years, ascending to the presidency in the 1992-93 season. His contributions to the sport were many, including creating the Detroit Masters in 1964 and the Detroit Yearbook in 1962. He was an accomplished bowler. He was inducted into the Detroit Bowling Hall of Fame in 1979 and the Michigan State Bowling Hall of Fame in 1996. He had 6 300 games and 4 800 series and a high average of 221. He proudly bowled in the Detroit All-Star Classic for 20 years, averaging over 200 for over 1,900 games of competition. He won 2 city and 3 state titles. In 1974, he was a member of the Goebel Beer Team, which won the ABC Team All-Events title. Tom was the beloved husband of Lee. He was father of 3, Chris, Larry, and Tim, and stepfather to 7 others. He was a proud grandfather of 28 and great-grandfather of 22. To me, he was a mentor of mine for nearly 40 years and a friend that I looked at as my bowling father. Godspeed, my friend, and I'll see you on the other side.